Good evening, or whatever the time may be, wherever you are. My name is Arnold Tabong. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I'll be explaining the performance of pattern recognition in investment data. In this presentation, I'll be dealing specifically with market recognition. So for this reason, I'll be using General Motors as my case study. To advance, I'll be looking into the some two key important indicators of stock price, that is demand and supply. Now, demand will definitely determines which way the price will go, whether it goes up or it goes down. So if there's increase in demand, price will definitely go up. And if there is fall in demand, price will definitely go down. The next thing I want to look deep into is the evidence of whale track. Now, before I go into that, I would like to vividly explain my chart. So on my chart here, you see the upper band, the gray line is known as the upper band, and the red line is known as the lower band. The orange line is the closing price, and the blue line is the mean. So this will be explained further into the presentation in other slides of the presentation. Now, looking at the whale, first of all, whale here represents these the bigger investors in the stock exchange, in the stock market. So say the bank services, the bankers, the bank services, they have huge amount they have quite some good amount of money which they can buy huge amount of stocks and keep hold for a while before selling. So in order to track when they are buying, so that we can also know when to buy and sell, we look at the point where the price fluctuates, that is the closing price fluctuates somewhere around here. It fluctuates too much, that is between August 10th and August 20th 2019. We see that the closing price fluctuates quite often. So it goes up and comes down, goes up and comes down. So the investors, the bigger investors, so the banks will buy. They can buy somewhere at about $37.6, and then sell somewhere about $39.9. So we see that the price fluctuates between 37 and 39, close to $40. So they can buy at $37.9 and then sell at $38.9. So they still make some good amount of profit. So at this point, this is what we know is known as the whale track. So it helps individuals like single individual buyers who are not that rich to know when to buy. They can buy, maybe say they can buy at maybe $37, or no, they can buy somewhere at about $36 or $35.6. That is on the 18th of September, 18th of August, and then they can buy and then sell at they can sell at they may sell at $38. They don't really need to wait until when the big guys are selling, because they may not be able to sell. That is that for the track whale. So the next thing I'll be looking into is where there is a support or resistance level. Now, the resistance level is simply the level where you can hold the stock for maybe a long time. So this is simply between September 24th and between September 24th and September 7. So between September 7 and September 24th. Now between August 24th and September 7 is the best time, is the resistance level, because immediately after that the price rises. The next thing to be look into is the Bollinger Band. So first of all, what is a Bollinger Band? It describes the movement of stock in the market. So now the gray line is the upper band, the blue line is the mean, the red line is the lower band, and the orange line is the closing price, or you can call it the price. Now, the stock price. So the Bollinger Band actually describes this situation where, let's say, the gray line, which is the upper band, is 2 standard deviation to the mean, that's the average price, and the red line is 2 standard deviation away from the mean. So in order to calculate this upper band, we add 2 standard deviation to the mean. So take 2, we multiply 2 by the cost price, by the closing price. You multiply 2 by the mean, and you multiply 2 by this closing price, and then add it to, you multiply 2 by the standard deviation, and add it to the mean. So that is how you calculate the upper band. And then the lower band, you multiply 2 by standard deviation and subtract it from the mean. So that way you are able to get the upper band and the lower band. And then the chart actually explains. Now the next slide, I'll be explaining when to hold, when to buy, when to sell, and when to hold the stock. So the best time to buy the stock, as seen on this chart, is when to buy the stock, as seen on this chart, is when the price has dropped. As we explained that the one of the indicator of market stock price is demand. So when demand drops, price will definitely drop, and when prices drop somewhere around August 20th, we see prices right down at 36, because it touches the red line, which is the lower band. So it's the best time to sell General Motors stock, whoever holds it. And then immediately after that, we see that the price rises again, almost on the same day. So you can sell on that same day and make almost $4. That is 40% profit, which is a good profit. So the best time to sell after buying is when the price touches the upper band. So this is on the same 20th, August 20th, we see you can sell at 40. So on August 20th, you can buy at 36 and sell at 40 and make a 40% profit. And the best time to hold is when the price touches the mean. That's the best time to hold. At this point, you are neither selling nor buying, because you don't know which direction the price is going. The next thing I'll be looking into, which is of course the last one, is the trend, whether there will be what the future holds for the stock. So looking at the chart, we see that immediately after the 7th of September 2019, where you have the last sales, where the price start rising, and on the September 9, you see that's the last time you can hold the price and you have to sell. So after that, the price drops, and then we see it rises a little. It kind of like hover around the mean, which means that at this point you cannot really sell nor buy, because you don't know which particular direction the stock is moving. It's likely going down, because you see on the September 15th, 2019, the price keeps dropping. So you are not sure if it's going to rise. So, and it doesn't really drop that much. So the future is not too bright for this stock. At this point, I would like to thank you for participating in this presentation, and hope you enjoyed my video. Hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.